something you don't see every day.
I know, right?
But anyway, looks like it's going to be a beautiful weekend, especially if folks want to get outside, so long as they bundle up.
Absolutely. It's a great weekend. You're going to hit the slopes. You're going to, hit the snowmobile trails or whatever. It doesn't look too bad out there. It's not really cold, but we are tracking some really cold air a bit later on next week. Ski forecast, if heading to the slopes tomorrow in the mid-30s, you could see a flurry, even a snow squall, higher elevations north and west. Sunday, not too bad as well. We're seeing some afternoon light snow developing and temperatures in the lower to mid 30s. So that's how things are looking on the slopes. Right now, temperatures, it's 5 degrees up in Caribou, Holton at 4 degrees, Bangor 14 degrees, Bar Harbor 20, Wiscasset at 18 degrees, Portland at 21. So it's a cold night out there. We're going to watch those temperatures continue to fall. We'll definitely see some below zero readings across northern portions of the state. Presque Isle's already one below. Not much going on in terms of wind out there, so really no wind chill factor along with those cold temperatures. So that's kind of a good news. Warm front is pushing through northern portions of the state right now. We will see a couple of snow showers overnight, a flurry, really not going to amount to much. And then this cold front will move through tomorrow afternoon. So it is going to become breezy overnight tonight into tomorrow. So if you are heading to the slopes, it will be a bit breezy on the slopes. So I'm not expecting too much in the way of gusty winds, but watch out for that. Most of the state is dry. We're watching some showers over the White Mountains down towards the lakes, and those could sneak into western portions of the state over the next couple of hours, and then we could see a couple more developing overnight. As we take a look at our timestamp, we'll start it off at midnight. We'll see some clouds developing overnight tonight. And again, we could see a couple of spots, snow showers and flurries moving through the area, even some sprinkles. Overnight tonight, by tomorrow morning, we're going to start to see those temperatures warm up a little bit above freezing. We'll be in the teens, below zero, northern portions of the state, but for the most part, in the 20s along the coastline. By tomorrow afternoon, we'll have some clouds, a couple of flurries, and maybe a couple of sprinkles down east, and then maybe a couple of snow squalls developing up by Rangeley in the afternoon, something to keep an eye on. Those could be quick hitters, and then those pretty much dry up as we get to 6 o'clock tomorrow night. Overnight tomorrow night, it gets cold. We could see below zero readings again by 8 a.m. on Sunday, mostly in the teens again. Some clouds will be about the upper teens, lower 20s in Portland along the coastline. And then we'll watch by 11 o'clock. You'll start to see the snow developing in western portions of the state over New Hampshire and into northern portions of our state. And we'll continue to watch those move towards the east during the afternoon. Along the coastline, look at the temperatures. I think they're going to be just warm enough to support some rain. So you see some mixed precipitation from Bar Harbor over to Portland, but just inland, Lewiston up towards Bangor and northward. You're going to be cold enough to see some snow. I'm expecting some accumulations as well. And then you can see that milder air kind of moves in along the coastline. We start to change things even close to Bangor by the afternoon on Sunday. In the northern portions of the state, pretty cold up there, so it's going to stay mostly snow, and that's where we're expecting most of the accumulations. By midnight on Monday, everything is getting out of here. In terms of wind, I was just talking about that a second ago. Tomorrow we could see winds gusting over 25 miles per hour, especially along the coastline, and that'll bring up those seas as well. Even the higher elevations, if you're hitting the slopes, you'll have to deal with a little bit of wind. Then tomorrow night, once that cold front moves through, we'll start to see those winds diminish overnight tomorrow night. In terms of snowfall, this is what we're expecting right now. This line could push a little further south if a little bit more cold air stays in place, but I think for the most part, give it a few miles here or there, north or south on that. 1 to 3 inches just inland. I think along the coastline you'll see a coating slushy, just a slushy half inch or so from Bar Harbor, Rockland, Wiscasset to Portland. But inland, I think about 1 to 3 inches, and then as you get north of Bangor up to Millinocket, that's where you're going to see 3 to 6 inches over to Freiburg, Berlin, and the higher elevations. So that's what we're watching right now. Down east, you could see a slushy half inch to 1 inch as well. So that's what we're watching. Marine forecast seas 5 to 7 feet tomorrow. We'll see those southwest winds 20 to 25 knots. They'll be gusting up to 35 miles per hour. Small craft advisory goes through Sunday morning. So mariners, take a quick look at that before you head out there on the waters over the weekend. And then here's your 7-day forecast next week. We'll get through this snow event on Monday, and then we'll be watching for that. We'll be watching for a storm developing possibly in the middle portion of the week, watching that. But by the end of the week, we definitely turn a lot colder, and we'll be watching temperatures going below zero by the end of next week. So next Friday, this time, definitely be in the Arctic chill.
All right, David. Sounds good. Thanks so much.